You're looking at a baseball jumbo box. It's going to have a mix of Junkwax and modern era cards. Let's take a trip down memory lane. I'm 44 years old, so if you're around my age bracket, this might be somewhat nostalgic for you with a lot of these cards. Here we go. Taylor Sinclair, Jeff Cirillo. Got here Brad Miller. Andrelton Simmons, Ruben Sierra. Now that is someone I know. Here he is featured with the Rangers. Also spent time with Oakland as well as the Yankees. He was known to hit a home run or two and sing a tune or two. Eric Bell. Don Assey. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Vince Coleman. Now this guy was a prolific base stealer. It's a great looking card there. Every now and again, he does pop up for autograph signing, so I'll hang on to this one here. Matter of fact, a few times in his career, he led the league in stolen bases. Spent time with the Cardinals and the Mets, some other teams as well, made a few all-star teams. Tom Glavine, Hall of Famer, 300-game winner. Finished and started his career with the Braves and also spent some time with the Mets. He's a World Series winner and a Hall of Famer. Got here Rich Yett. Mark Grace, one of the sweetest swings in baseball. I understand that when you talk about sweet swings, we talk about Ken Griffey Jr., maybe Darryl Strawberry, but Mark Grace finished his career with over 2,500 hits. You could say the best years were with Chicago. He spent time with the D-backs, I believe, maybe some other teams as well. Tommy Green. He actually pitched a perfect game for my Philadelphia Phillies, but started off his career with the Braves. Got here Mike Trombley, Dan Billardello, Chris Carpenter. This is Brian Smith, Dave Stewart. Here he is featured with the Blue Jays, where he got a ring, but best known for his time with Oakland, where he had 4 consecutive 20-win seasons and got himself another ring and some top 10 Cy Young finishes. And I believe he started his career with the Dodgers. Yeah, the Dodgers. But best known for his time with Oakland. But he had some great years, or some good years, let's say, with the Blue Jays as well. That is Rick Wilkins. Matt Williams. In 1994, he led the National League in home runs, 43 home runs. And if that wasn't a strike-shortened year, he was on pace to get around 60 home runs. But here he is featured with the Giants, had some good years with the D-backs as well. Power-hitting third baseman, Gerald Alexander, Steve Carter, Steve Chitrin. I think he was on that 89 Oakland team. Oh, wow. Look at me. 2 Steve Carter rated rookies. Rich DeLucia, Ron Jones, Domingo Ramos, 2 Ron Jones. Well, at least he plays for my Phillies. Never heard of him. Darryl Miller. Bob Horner. He was a home run hitter. Finished his career. I don't know if he was still active, but he had over 200 home runs. Had a couple of 30 home run seasons. Back when hitting 30 home runs was a big thing. Craig Reynolds. Got 1993 checklist. Dan Pasqua. I think he spent some time with the Marlins, too. He was probably known to hit a home run or two. Let's see his stats. Yeah. He had a 20 home run season. Keith Miller, John Candelaria. Melito Perez. Let's get these cards in order here. Mark Clear. Mickey Mahler. Ricky Morton. Mike Morgan. This guy pitched forever. Mitch Williams. Great relief pitcher. Bob Welch. Had a 27-win season. You know, it's been a minute since somebody even came close to winning 30 games. I want to say Denny McClain was probably the last guy to do it. But the next closest guy here was Bob Welch. And he was on that 1989 A's team that swept the Giants in the World Series and had a 27-6 season. Expos, rookie threats. Well, that's Larry Walker. I want to say Delino DeShields. I don't know who that is. Let me see how good I am. Larry Walker, yep. Delino DeShields. Marquise Grissom, of course. I don't know which one's which. That might be DeShields. That might be Grissom. But anyway, 2 out of 3. Got a minor league card. Pedro Munoz, Luis Aquino, Luis Salazar, Terry Shumpert, Reed Nichols. I always was a fan of the design of these cards here. Cecil Espy, Tom Bolton, Dan Petrie, Johnny Ray, and we got ourselves a pack of 1990 Fleer. Baseball quiz. What was the original name of Wrigley? I don't know. Atlanta triggered. As far as I know, it was the Houston Astrodome. What was the year which the Reds did not? Well, there's the answers to those trivia questions. Harris County Dome Stadium. Wow, learn something new every day. All right, let's finish this up here. Mark Eichhorn, he had that patented sidearm delivery. Jim Gott. Edgar Martinez, he's a Hall of Famer. Finished his career with a batting average of well over 300. Had a couple of top 10 MVP finishes. Spent his whole career with the Mariners, and I think he got in on his last year of eligibility for the Hall of Fame. Pedro Guerrero. Now this guy, when he was with LA, I don't know if he was a superstar, but he was right there on the cusp of being a superstar. He was a slugger. Here he is featured with the Cardinals. Marty Barrett, Ozzie Guillen. He was a decent player. I think he won a few Gold Gloves, but he did win a World Series as a manager of those 2005 White Sox. Luis Quinones, Joe Hesketh, Alvin Davis. I think this guy was a home run hitter. Yeah. 29 home runs. Again, this was right before the steroid era, so putting up these kind of numbers was not bad, especially with 100-plus RBI. Jeff Brantley, Gary Pettis, Mike Marshall, Pete Harnish, and we finish off with Larry Anderson. So, some relatively decent hits. I mean, this one here is nice. Tommy Green, I know him from my Phillies, and he pops up for an autograph signing every now and again. Got this Mark Grace and the Edgar Martinez, which I can't find at the moment. But yeah, there it is. A little trip down memory lane. Thank you for watching. Be sure to hit like and subscribe, and have yourselves a terrific Thursday.